shave, get a haircut. All right, look at that person passing me on a double yellow line. That's weird. I mean, I'm doing 45. That's weird. I'm not one to really go slow. I'm always the head in the back. Strange, I know. Anyway, you guys come in here and we'll have a conversation. You guys, if you voted for Donald Trump, you better stay off of Facebook. It is a trap. Facebook is a thirst trap. What's up, Outspoken? Facebook is a thirst trap for Donald Trump supporters. Every single thing about Donald Trump, it's all pushed towards these wacko liberals. Every person commenting on there, 98% of the people that are able to see it and comment are all left-wing radicals. Every one of them. I mean, I'm watching, I'm reading. I'm telling you, I dare you guys to prove me wrong. Go to those Facebook pages where they talk about Doge. Can you believe the American public are so mind-controlled that they think finding where the money went is criminal? These people literally think it's against the law to find out where the money has been sent. It's the most insane thing I've ever seen in my life. Ever. I was watching Charlie Kirk. I like watching Charlie Kirk. He's a smart young man. He's got his head on his shoulders. Christian. Then he goes to colleges and talks to these college kids. So this black kid comes up with dreads and all kinds of metal stuck in his face. Black kids really didn't wear a bunch of piercings and stuff when I was in school. Of course, that was a long time ago. Anyway, this kid comes up and he had like, they weren't gloves, but he had like sleeves that were cut off, but the sleeves went from his elbow to his hand, to his wrist. But didn't have no sleeves up here. It's weirdest outfit. He wasn't goth, but he's wearing black and white. I mean, he's just strange. Strange. So he gets up there, he's like, what Donald Trump is doing is unconstitutional. And Charlie's like, what do you mean? Well, they're firing people, and you're not allowed to just go in there and fire people. So what do you mean? You think that's unconstitutional to fire somebody? Well, it doesn't matter how much money they find. It's going to be inconsequential because we're $36 trillion in debt. So finding a little bit of money here and there isn't going to matter. And Charlie's got flashcards with, boom, this is spent on this. This is when it's spent on this. I mean, when you guys go to the Doge.com or Doge.gov website, Google it, and it's like the third or fourth line down. Doge, D-O-G-E, Department of Government. As soon as I start to say efficiency, as soon as I start to say it, my brain blinks out. You can see everything they found. You can see it's right there. And this kid, and Charlie Kirk is like, look, this is $80 billion right here. $80 billion. And that kid's like, well, that doesn't matter because those people probably needed the money. And he's like, this is money for, I mean, there was like $8 million to make a Sesame Street video in Iran. Well, those people needed the money. All this money is CIA psyops. That's all it is. They're fomenting anger in other countries so they'll overthrow the regimes to get the puppets that we want in. Listen, there's never been a puppet that we installed that turned out peaceful and with democracy. Never. Go back and read history about Iran before they overthrew the Shah. Iran, women, beautiful women. I mean, people from all over the world would vacation there because they got some of the prettiest beaches in the world. A beautiful place in bikinis. Beaches, how you like that? Beautiful women in bikinis, free society, money pumping, everybody's happy, freedom, democracy. And the CIA overthrew it and then put an Islamic regime in charge. Libya had the highest reading, how do I say it? Highest reading equivalency in the world. They had the best public schools in the world. Libya did. It was stunning. It was a beautiful place. Gaddafi loved his people. But Hillary Clinton rolled in and brought that mother to the ground. And now there's more Islamic child trafficking and human trafficking than ever before. America destroys countries and brings it to its knees. To what? To create an Islamic state which generates terrorism. So what? So the CIA and the FBI's got something to do. It is insanity what we do to other nations. But here's this dumb black kid, a college student, college now. That money's not going to matter. Not in the whole scheme of things. Wait a second. They're on track to find. They're on track to find anywhere from $1 to $2 trillion. That's what they're. I mean, they've only been doing it for 30 freaking days. If they could find $2 trillion, I mean, I read an article yesterday. Joe Biden gave his affiliates, like, who's that washed up black woman down in Georgia who says she won the gubernatorial election, but she didn't? Sheila, I think her name is. She got $2 million for some kind of climate change garbage. But when they went to trace the money went nowhere to no one except her. His shell companies everywhere. It's all a setup. And his kid's like, well, that money don't matter. Listen. If you got a household, you guys know what, I mean, kids don't even taught how to write checks. They don't know how to write checks. Listen, kids now don't even know how to write their names in cursive. They don't know how to write their names in cursive. So if you've got bills and you're just throwing away, you make $2,000 a month, but you're throwing away $1,000 a month, and all you got left is $1,000, are you going to say, well, that's just $1,000. I got $1,000 of my money left, and I can pay all my bills. I mean, I'll be starving at the end of the month, but I'll just give that $1,000 away to somebody somewhere because it may help someone. This is the mentality of these idiots. Forgive me, Lord. These morons. They have no idea what they're talking about. And the same with everybody in the comment section of Facebook. They are mad because they're finding stolen money. Elon Musk he's stealing the money. He's going to take my identification. He helped create PayPal. What's your ID going to tell him? He already knew. They have all your information. What are you talking about? But this is the mind control of the mainstream media. And I'm glad one of the top stories today was one of the biggest, loudest racists in American news. Joy Reid has been removed from her position. If I said one thing on TV or on YouTube that she has said for millions of people that could have watched, nobody watches her, but if I would have said one of the things that she said about black folks, I'd have been canceled 8 years ago. These people literally believe it's just like Nancy Pelosi. And for the people that don't understand this example, then bear with me. Under Obamacare, we have to pass the bill to find out what's in it. She literally said that. We shouldn't read the bill. We shouldn't try to investigate it before we vote on it. We should just pass it, and then we'll figure it out what's in it. This is the mentality of the American voter. Nobody gets it. What insanity are we living under? And when you go and look at these people, 98% of them are single and miserable. This one woman's page, she must have had 1,000 pictures of her dog. But like I said, 98% are all single. Their whole identity is hating Donald Trump. Listen, if a Democrat would have got in there and told me, listen, we're going to get rid of the waste, we're going to go in there and find all the waste, I'd be cheering. At least somebody's doing it. But these people are mad. How dare we find out where our stolen tax dollars have gone? On top of that, Trump said, hey, we get back what we think we're going to get back. We'll give money back to the American taxpayer. What? I thought Donald Trump was going to steal it. And these people that, I don't want to. I don't want this thing to be a pro-Trump thing, but Donald Trump never took a presidential salary. He donated every dime. He had to keep $1 from each paycheck. He donated. He's in there stealing all the money. Why does the richest man in the world need to steal more money? Well, he's doing it for contracts. Joe Biden signed his contracts. Now, Rachel Maddow lied on national TV about the contract, saying that Donald Trump's the one that signed the contract for, I think it was 80 or 800 armored Tesla e-trucks or whatever they call it. Cyber trucks. What? These people have no idea what they're too. I never knew how consequential the cartoon Schoolhouse Rock was until I grew up, and I'm explaining to these morons younger than me. I never knew how much that was teaching me about our systems of government. I never knew. Well, you got a bill, and you introduced the bill, and Congress votes on the bill. I never knew that would enlighten me so much. These people have no idea. They're totally clueless. And I'm to the point now. You guys can't hit the thumbs up button. 10 people in here, you can't hit the thumbs up. I mean, for God's sakes. I'm to the point where I'm just giving up, because remember, Zuckerberg sucked up to Trump and sucked up to everybody. Oh, and went on Joe Biden. I didn't mean to censor people, but Joe Biden yelled at us and said we had to. He's just as guilty as he's always been, and he still should be prosecuted. I mean, they're the same people. Listen, Facebook is as embedded with this liberal pathogen as the United States government. They're all left-wing wackos. In tech, they're left-wing wackos. Marketplace is the only thing I'm on Facebook for, man. It's about the only reason I get on there. It's just, it makes perfect sense. And I was thinking about it today. When I put it into perspective, that these people, the majority of the people that hate Donald Trump, they're single, and most of them do not have children. What does that tell you? This is all a planned event. Destroy the nuclear family so government can be their god. That's where we're at. They have been told that the Democrats are godlike creatures. They're godlike abilities to love and comfort, and we say nice things. We stand up for the little people. But the Republicans, those are the demonic hungry power mongers. What? And when you tell them it was the Joe Biden's FBI that was criminalizing everyone for anything at all. No! It wasn't Joe Biden. Donald Trump had to be taken down. What? I mean, the videos that's making the rounds in the news media today is in the UK and in Germany and Great Britain. Police are going through on Sunday mornings. SWAT teams are kicking in doors to arrest people for saying words online. Saying words. Using memes. Carpe Diem, I think, is one on there. He has this dog, and I think he named his dog Hitler or something. And just because he named his dog that, he got a lot of time in jail, in prison, for jokes, for humor. What's up, Shotgun? I mean, can we not tell this is a concerted effort all over the globe, all at one time to criminalize speech, all at one time to bring in this trans agenda? Why? The trans agenda helps to break down the family. They separate us by sex. Then they separate us by age, and then they separated us by race, and then they separated us by gender, and they keep breaking us down to the smallest thing, because as long as we're not standing together, we're fighting each other. Count Dankula, that's it. That's what I'm talking about, Bush. You know what I'm talking about. I got too much information in my head to get it all right. It's just, people don't get it. I don't think it's the rich versus the poor. I don't think it is. I think it's the powerful against the rest of us. I think that when you're not me, when you're not a targeted individual, your ability in America to do well for yourself, it's unlimited. However hard that you want to work, you can earn. Because I did good. I mean, I got a 9th grade education. I made a good living until my world was flipped upside down and had the U.S. federal government destroying everything I touch and look at. But it is a war on the poor, but it isn't necessarily rich people trying to take us down. What good would it do for the government for Donald Trump to give us $5,000 of our money back? Well, how would that help the government? What good is it for Donald Trump to put Cash Patel in charge of the ATF and the FBI? How does that help the government? Because they're getting ready to close down the ATF. Why? Because the ATF is the greatest threat to our gun rights. So it isn't necessarily rich versus poor. The laws are not equal because they have monetary fines and fees. When you do something wrong, they take your money. Well, rich people can do anything they want because they got money. But that's not it. It's a fight of good versus evil. And once you separate the good from the evil, then you'll understand what the stakes are. Then you'll realize that it's literally the devil versus God's people. That's what it comes down to. This class warfare, it's just another way they separate us. Because remember, it's the people with money, like Bernie Sanders, and this is what Bernie Sanders said for years. Oh, the millionaires shouldn't be able to tell us what to do. Well, it just so happens Bernie Sanders sold us out. He got elected by the Democrats to be the front runner, and Hillary Clinton said, hey, Bernie, you want another house? How about that new Audi R8 I heard you liked? And the next thing you know, Bernie Sanders gets his 3rd house, and he becomes a millionaire. Bernie Sanders, a millionaire. Well, he went through a big change when Bernie became a millionaire. He went through a major change because his speech went from, we got to stop the millionaires, to now it's, we got to stop these billionaires running the country, running the world. So all they do is just change their speech. It's ridiculous. But everybody's, oh, well, it's this, it's that, it's that. The black folks say it's white folks trying to keep us down. The media works for the CIA. They don't work for anyone else. Operation Mockingbird is real. And that's why the people on the left are so dumb. They're just dumb. I mean, listen. You guys can support who you are. Support who you want to. It's your decision. You're free. I feel you do what you want to do. But if you lie to me one time, I'm gonna think, well, maybe you didn't mean it. 2 times, what's up with this guy? 3rd time and you lie to me, I don't believe anything you say after that. You could tell me the sun's shining, it's 90 degrees. I'm gonna walk outside and check. Because I don't believe you. Your credit rating with me is down here when it needs to be up here. So the news has lied repeatedly. We could just start at Donald Trump. If you want to go back in time to World War II and how we got attacked by Japan, which was all weird, or you want to go back to Vietnam, we can go back there. But the same news stations, MSNBC, CNN, Channel 3, 9, and 36, all these channels have lied for years and years and years. And these dumb clapping seals still tune in every day to find Orange Man bad. nothing they said about Donald Trump was true. It was all lies, but they still believe Orange Man's bad. Because what? Because you cannot erase a first impression. If the first thing you hear about somebody is bad, it's going to take years of you personally seeing the good out of that person to realize, hey, I was lied to. I was lied to. But they can't understand it because they're trapped in the algorithm. The algorithm has become their prison because they are only sent what comforts them. They did a study a couple years ago. People that watch overnights where they can realize emotions that they felt in the past. These people get trapped in this algorithm of Orange Man, bad, Democrats going to save us, trans rights for all. They're not smart enough to look. They hear the opinion they want to hear, but they won't go search out the other opinion. They won't go to an unbiased source because they're getting the hit they need. It's a drug. This information warfare is a drug. And what's killed the news agencies more than anything, at least their credibility, it's who tells the story first. That's all that matters. Because 90% of the people in America, and probably even higher amount percentage-wise, well, I read today that Donald 1,000 other people didn't tell the story right. So you'll get 1 million people that hear the wrong story, hear the fake story, hear the fake news, and they'll wait a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks before they come back with a small retraction on the back page of the New York Times. Oh, well, 2 weeks ago, in little bitty writing, we got it wrong, and we're sorry, and we do our best to fact check everything, and this just happened to slip by us. Well, they've already gotten paid. They already got the clicks. They already got the views. They already got it. So they don't need anything else. It's that quick hit that the news media gets, or what they give. So people get hooked on that quick hit. I got to go do my chores for the day. People just don't get it. And they won't research to find out what the truth is. The Republicans are in charge. The Republicans are in charge. And what are they doing? They're still not balancing the budget. They're still got a budget over $1 trillion from what they need to do. It should be a law. If you can't pass a balanced budget, you don't get paid. But nobody listens. Nobody gets it. And this is what I don't understand for the people that don't support what Trump's doing. The old saying, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Why are they after him? Why are they after him? Why are they after him then? Why did the CIA do all the stuff they've been doing? They just set him up and we just play dumb? Well, he's just guilty. I have no doubt in my mind that everything they accused him and busted him with, they're going to understand. It's all going to be overturned. The appeals court in the New York case, they were like, that woman gets up there and starts to say her case, and the judge just cuts her off. When is a case like this ever been tried where the buyer or that Donald Trump's organization conned somebody, but the bank says they were happy with the deal and they both want to do business. These are both sophisticated dealers in business and finance, and they're both happy with the deal. When has this ever happened before? Oh, well, it's insanity. Makes no sense. No, I'm not in it. I can't hardly even see myself. And these are smart people, and some are even in this audience. They get it in their minds one time, and it's it. There's nothing. I'm telling you guys, I'm not the best Christian, because as God says, Jesus says, there's not a good one among us. But if we all were held to account the way that we hold other people to account, ain't none of us getting in heaven. There is no forgiveness for not one of us. There's no forgiveness for any of us if we're going to judge everybody by this high standard. Oh, this person did something sometime with some woman. I'm going to hell. I'm going to hell. God knows the things I've done with some women. It's nobody's perfect. But when it starts to anybody that's willing to try to give you a little bit more freedom so you can just live your life, what is wrong with that? What is wrong with actually finding the money the CIA has been stealing to overthrow nations? Why do we think that's a bad thing? How is that bad? And people can't understand that. It makes no sense to them. Well, they're going to take that money they found and they're going to steal it. No, they're going to go claw it back and try to prosecute these people that have been so stupid. And many people have been stupid, but nobody cares. Oh, it's just money. If you can save me my tax dollars, then save me my money. But nobody could understand. Well, the system's so screwed up already. Let's let them just take all the money they want to take it, and we'll be fine with it. Well, no, that ain't how this game works. I didn't think that in America today that you had to run a business to understand how government works. These people have no idea about money. I mean, that makes sense because what the average American today is $60,000 in credit card debt. The average American. And everybody thinks it's perfectly normal. There's nothing normal about being in debt to the tune of $60,000. But everybody just wants to play dumb. I don't get it. Let me scroll up and see if I can get this stuff. Zoloft, I don't think you understand what's happening. Elon Musk and his computer geniuses, they created an algorithm. They built a computer program that not only found the money that they took, but found out where it went and what it's for. You see, because the government's got lines on these checks, just like when you got a reason, you got a line on the bottom say, what's this check for? Well, the government's supposed to have a security code on that check that approves for that check to be written and approve for it to be cashed. The government quit putting that on there because they didn't want people to find out. So Elon's boys figured out, they built a computer program where it searches and it finds all the missing money and where it's going. It doesn't have to be an auditor. Elon's in there going through all the data himself. No, he's got computer geniuses. You don't go to an auditor in Washington, D.C. and say, okay, we want you to find where the money's at. That ain't how this works. Don't you think D.C.'s got auditors working on the books? Okay, is this a good check? Is this a good use of our money? No. They're so corrupted, all they know is, I want this money spent on these pet projects. I want gay and transgender people all over the globe, so that's why I'm going to write this check out no matter what. I'm going to pass the check on no matter what. People don't get it. Oh yeah, when they go to Fort Knox, that's going to be on. Rand Paul's been trying to audit Fort Knox for 20 freaking years, and they keep saying no. It's just, it's insanity, and people I don't understand why people don't understand it. I'm not going to argue with Zoloft. You have no idea what you're talking about. You're absolutely clueless. If they didn't know what they were doing, then tell me why they've already found hundreds of billions of dollars missing. Tell me why they've already found it. In the first day they were there, they already found money. They've already found hundreds of dollars that were stolen. Elon's not the best and brightest. Let's see. The richest man in the world. Wow, he owns Tesla. He owns a boring company. What else is he own? Oh, he landed a rocket. He shipped the rocket out into inner space and then sent it back and then caught it with big arms. Nope, he's not very bright. Zoloft, you gotta change your news sites. You gotta change your news sites. Well, let me see. Why was the website hacked? I don't think that Elon and them's responsible. See, this is the thing. Why is the website hacked at Doge? Let's see. If the CIA has been funneling money to their outside organizations and Elon Musk is finding where the CIA shipped all the money, who do you think's hacking the place? Who do you think's hacking the website? The CIA? See, these are the people in the world that just drive me nuts. Oh, the CIA, they're the bad guys. And then we finally catch the bad guys. Oh, but there's another guy that I think's bad over here. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much. Because we need somebody from outside of government that's going to get in there and look it up. That's going to find out what they've been hiding. What are you talking about, Major of India? Be honest with my wife about my channel. What are you talking about? She knows my channel. What's up, the Samoto? I don't have any Oreos. Don't know what you're talking about. It's happened to both people, both left and right. Let's see. I'm using my broke phone today because I don't feel like messing with it. Cream always rise to the top. What's up? Pencil or Panel. Kitten uploads. This is a pain in the butt on this phone. Underdogs rise up. Anyway, I can't read. Half this stuff's not coming up. The IRS database got hacked. Yeah, not Doge. I just don't understand it. For people out there that can text and you can read and understand everything they text, put the smallest things together. I'm trying to shrink the screen, but it won't. Anyway, guys, I got to get busy. It's almost dark. I kept my grandson all day long, so I didn't get anything done today except watch my grandson, and that's all right, too. God bless, guys. You want to come back on later? We can come back on and talk. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Hit the thumbs up before you click out. 13 in here, and I don't see not one thumbs up yet. Nope, not one. Anyway, computers hack, jack, whack. See you later. God bless.